Hey, Scott Russell, I want to give some thoughts on Trump and where I see that going for our American friends. We've watched Argentina, Javier Milei. We've watched Holland, and the way that the far left has done so much. Then the elections come and, oh, wow, it's a surprise. And the far right or libertarians get in. And people are happy because some of the local policies change. But what they're missing is the fact that both of these men, it would seem, so far, are pro-digital currency, central bank digital currencies. Javier Milei is already in talks with the IMF about loan packages and things. The IMF is 100% committed to central bank digital currencies. So part of the prerequisite for getting a loan is going to be digital currency. So I think we're going to see the same pattern, because the patterns they do globally, they do everywhere. Think about the US. I mean, I'm a minister. I still am a minister. I'm not involved with organized religion anymore. The American people are very religious, very right orientated, conservative. How do you get a conservative person to take on digital currency? Because if you come out with digital currency, people are going to see it as a mark of the beast, and they're not going to want it. And so there's going to be a lot of pushback against it. So I think, whether this is planned or not, I just want to mention this scenario. It's very easy to get a man like Trump, and you get him to be so picked on, so abused, so misused, that he almost becomes the hero of the right. This guy's a hero that's standing for us, and he's cost him everything. And that may be true. I don't want to take away from that. But what I'm pointing out here is this is the same thing they've done with Geert Wilder, or whatever his name is, in the Netherlands. Javier Milei, same sort of thing. Victimized by the left, that poor guy, he stood for our country, and then he gets in, and the right follows him. And so in America, which is so conservative, we now have Trump, who they've almost made him bigger than Jesus to a lot of these conservatives. They are so, it's almost a movement behind Trump. And people are just going to, when Trump gets in there, he's going to be handed an economy that's collapsed. He's going to be handed and I believe he will get in November 2024. I think that has been the plan and is the plan all along. And that's why he hasn't quit. But they want it to be a fight, and he has to be a victim, and it has to be, man, he did this for us. And what's going to happen when he gets in there? The US currency is already collapsing. Look at inflation. Inflation's showing it's collapsing. They are trying to collapse it. That's why they're giving so much money everywhere. They have to collapse it to bring about a central bank digital currency. Somewhere here, my prediction, my thoughts are probably around March 2024, we're going to see a rapid decline in the US currency. The chaos that'll be there, the left will bring out so many atrocious things, and Trump will be standing strong, and Trump will get in. And when he does, none of this matters, because the central bank digital currency will be put into place, which is the groundwork for a mark of the beast. The conservatives many of them won't push back against it, because they're going to look at Trump and say, Trump would never betray us. He's spent his life for us. And they're going to get behind it. And when they get behind it, they're going to be taking this central bank digital currency that will ultimately be a mark of the beast. I think that's what we're going to see here. I think that that's the plan. It's the manipulation that's already happened, because they own the narrative and they own the counter-narrative. Who's they? The World Economic Forum, WEF, the globalist elites that run the politics of this world. They don't care. They know once a central bank digital currency is in place, they can set policies. They can have, for the conservative right, they can have state-run churches like we saw in China. And if you go near that church they don't want you in, your currency will be shut off by the government. If you go outside of 15 minutes, they're already doing it in other parts of the world, 15-minute cities, they'll shut off your currency. It is all about totalitarian control of your finances. I just shared a video this morning with Ursula, whatever her name is, the president or prime president of the EU, European Union, saying that we will be controlling people's currency. We will be having control measures in place with the currency. They're already saying they're doing it. Wake up and see it. America, I just spoke to an American friend, and my bank account in the US, Citizens Bank, was frozen. The federal regulators took it over. This gentleman was saying, and I said, get your money out of the bank, do something with it, because there's going to be a bank bail-in. And he's like, well, I can't. They'll only let us get $500 cash out at a time here in the US now. I said, that already is a bank bail-in. They've already locked your money up. And why? Because the bank has bailed it in. It's there. They're saying it's locked up. You can't have it. You can only, only the measured amounts will let you have. That's called a bail-in. And what do? They've just made it more, they've been sneaky about it. And what'll happen ultimately, then those accounts, and I said to him, do something, brother, because I said that ultimately your accounts will be frozen, as were mine, and you're going to find that what they'll do then is they'll say, oh, well, we're working with regulators to get your money back for you. It might be a couple of weeks. What couple of weeks? And in a couple of weeks' time, well, we still haven't done it. It'll be a couple more weeks. They're never going to come out and say we just had a bank bail-in. They're bailing you in already, America. What's a bank bail-in? You have the laws for it that say your money can be seized by the bank for the greater good. The greater good of the bank, the greater good of the economy, the greater good. America, you already have a bank bail-in happening. Australia, you already have a bank bail-in happening. They're saying, oh, it's so that we stop money laundering. That's bull. If you believe that, you deserve what you get. They're saying, oh, well, it's whatever. They're making up lies. It's a bank bail-in so that your money can't leave the bank. They can have access to your money to use it how they want. They own it. If you can't get your money out of the bank, they own the money. They own your money if you can't get it out of the bank. Go to the bank tomorrow morning if you don't believe me. Go to the bank tomorrow morning and try to draw out $10,000. Try to draw out $2,000. They will not let you because it's a bank bail-in. All they're doing is keeping it sneaky. They're keeping it sneaky. And eventually the banks will be closed. They will take your money, and then they'll say, well, sorry about that, your money was frozen, but I tell you what, we've got a central bank digital currency. You can take that, and when you take that, you'll have your money back. We'll give you the equivalent in central bank digital currency. It's coming. It's already here. So it's time we wake up and we do something about it. How do we do something about it? Watch my other videos, 2 Free Scott, and you'll see. But America, you're already on the cusp of it. Time to act is now. The time to act is now.